Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
The veteran of so many teams, Shane Graham, ready to get us rolling. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense about to go to work, and it's Jimmy Garoppolo, Charles, at quarterback.
And when Jimmy Garoppolo came out of Eastern Illinois, many people saw a strong-arm guy, well-schooled in the passing game, who needed a little bit of time to develop and reach his potential. Starting to go in that direction right now. A former linebacker in high school, he plays the game with a lot of toughness.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's third down.
Rodney Harrison there defensively.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 27. Juke into space. He's at the 40, 30. Spins by. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Patriots take over
at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
They'll run. It's Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Good for the Patriots.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He's brought down.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now a carry for Sanders. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. From the 10, 1st and goal.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll do it. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm what? All right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Another run with Sanders. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Flowers. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels? A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 46-yard line.
And what is this?
In one formation.
They're lining up here to punt on first down. And this one's high, but not very far. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On second down, Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And we'll see if he opts for a heavier dose of running plays because running is where they've had more success than in the passing game.
And the way they've spread it around to different people running it as well. It's not just been one principal guy who's carried the thing and moved the game forward for them. Whoever has touched it has given them good yardage. I think he's going to stay with that game plan. It takes the pressure off of him as a thrower.
A team effort, and they're winning on the scoreboard. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Patriots 3, 49ers nothing.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 15. Garoppolo now. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
3rd down and 7 yards.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Trey Flowers able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Another run here with Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel good.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders.
Barry Sanders on the
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again.